Hello, welcome to Match of the Day 3. Three subjects to talk about over the next 5 minutes or so with Mark Lawrenson, Jermaine Genus and Noel Gallagher, who's our special guest on Match of the Day 2. The three subjects that have been picked have all been designed to provoke a reaction out of Noel. I get the impression, as you will see as we go forward. We'll start with Manchester City. You said in your Match of the Day 2 piece that you don't think City could catch Chelsea.
No, I think we can. I just don't think we will. I think until we sort the defence out, they'll probably concede less goals than us. We have got a chance if we beat his mob next week and go 2 points behind.
What's happened to Vincent Kompany, by the way? He's had a poor season, hasn't he?
He's struggling with a partner, I think, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, there is that, but himself as well. He's not been great.
He has had a big injury, and if you're chopping and changing partners, no. as you well know, you know it's not the best. But
from a central defensive point
well,
of view.
Yeah. But, yeah.
As opposed to musically.
yeah.
Well, the other side's always fun, you know. But yeah, I think there were signs of it yesterday. He's coming back to his best, I think.
Have they frustrated you this season? Do you get the sense that the past two, win the title one season and then the next season when you expect them to kick on, they maybe haven't done?
Well, only the truly great teams ever defend it. And, Liverpool have defended it, United, Arsenal and Chelsea. I'm not, as good as we are, I don't think we're a truly great team just yet. And, but, the full team have barely started a run of games together. There's been big injuries from the off, like Aguero's been injured, Silva's been injured, Nasri's been injured. And in a sense, it's been frustrating, but really, for a City fan, we can't really complain about it too much, after all the years we went without winning out. But I think there's definitely more to come, for sure.
Newcastle were appalling yesterday, but did you see signs in City that they can reel Chelsea in? You?
I did, yeah. Especially, Yaya coming back was huge for me, because I think that when City play at home and they play with Fernando and Fernandinho, they just frustrate me. They both want to kind of do the same job. When Yaya comes in there, they play off each other. So, Fernandinho knows exactly what he needs to do. He sweeps up, he cleans up, gives Yaya the ball, and Yaya just starts to find these lovely passes into Aguero, into Silva. For me, it just kind of makes them play a lot better. It's been a long time since I've seen kind of City play so expansively, so freely, and, the goals came. As bad as Newcastle were, it was nice to see City back to their best.
There's no other player in the league like Yaya Toure.
No.
Is he your favourite City player
other
at the
team
moment,
has
or
one.
not?
I'd say he's one of them for sure. I mean, when he gets a lot of stick because of his style and he's a bit languid and he doesn't chase back and all that. But when we miss him, when he's not playing, we barely win a game. Yeah. So that just speaks volumes, doesn't it? Really?
Who's your favourite?
He just gives you something different. That's the thing with him, completely.
Who's your favourite City player of all time?
I'm going to say, everyone always says Colin Bell, and I do remember watching him play. I'm that old. But, I'm going to go for Silva. Because he's just an incredible player. He just makes it look easy, There was a Spanish journalist at the match yesterday from one of the Barcelona papers who was saying that in Spain they barely rate him, and it's a joke really when you see him play,
Let's move on to the second subject, which involves not making things look easy at the moment, which is Manchester United beaten Swansea. Do you have any sympathy for United? I.e., would you prefer them to be slightly stronger to give you a game in the derby?
Not really, no. They've had their time, haven't they? You know what I mean? And I think, as an expert of watching a club come with false dawns, I recognise it. And I'm afraid this is yet another one. Any manager that's got to go on TV and discuss the length of his balls is... he's asking for trouble, quite frankly. And long may it continue.
Do you want to talk about false dawn or the length of...
I think we talk about false dawn.
Yeah, let's talk about the false dawn. Yeah. Is it a false dawn again?
With United?
Yeah.
If David Moyes had been in charge of this team, with all the money they spent, well, he wouldn't be in charge, would he? Yeah. He really is. I've never seen such a pedestrian Manchester United team. And they haven't had a bad record, as everyone knows, of like 19 games or wherever it is, very few defeats. But they just moved the ball, so it's not a Manchester United team. And I don't, just whatever you say about Van Gaal, he's not really got the message through. And I don't think he's actually got the message of Manchester United, the way that they play. And I think he's got away with a bit of murder, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for me, throughout the whole season, he's never really kind of got, you know, a way of playing, a style of playing. I agree with Lauro. You know, they're so pedestrian. Their build-up from the back is so slow. Now Rooney's dropping deeper and deeper, which, you know, is really, really annoying me. The Fellaini situation for me needs ironing out. You know, you either play him for me right up top where he causes issues, or just don't play him at all. So,
Are they rivals for you at the moment? Because for when United were dominant, it was always Liverpool, Arsenal, then Chelsea came on the scene. City were never rivals for United. So is that the same for City now? In that,
I think
Chelsea, Liverpool,
totally. They were rivals those 2 seasons where we went head-to-head with them for the title. But I mean, your rivals are the team you're fighting against, and it's Chelsea now for us. You know what I mean? But I think United would be in big trouble without the keeper. You know, he's already got them. I can really think of 9 points he's already got them this season. And I think now Liverpool are coming back into a bit of form. I mean, they're in big trouble because they've got to play us, Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool in the next 6 weeks, I think. And then we'll find out where they really are.
The other thing as well is when Di Maria signed and they had him in the team, he looked like a special player. He got injured and he's played in every single position but the one originally that you signed into play. And I just find that really, really strange. Such a good player. Why would you want to move him around?
Let's move on to Chelsea. What did you make of Jose Mourinho's behaviour over the weekend, Jermaine?
it's normal.
Normal?
It's just what he does every week for him.
All right.
It is, not in terms of normal as it being normal, but, you know, it's every week now that we have a kind of situation with Jose Mourinho coming out and saying something which
more justified this weekend, though?
It was more justified, but it was the cryptic side of it that kind of obviously got everybody. But when you actually looked at those incidents, apart from the penalty for me, I didn't actually think it was a nailed-on penalty. I think it was a shout. But apart from that, yeah, it was a poor refereeing display, you know, from the referee on Saturday, and he was well within his rights to have a little rant.
I think he was right to rant this weekend, but you know what? I think people need to say to him, you know what? Get on with it and shut up for a while. He's starting to whinge now about everything. They've got the best team in the league, and I think he starts to whinge when the team have had a poor result. We've seen it. We've had it. I mean, you know, last time when he was here, we went on about a national health service and absolutely. After a while, you go, you know what, Jose? No, you're a good manager. You've got a good side. Just roll with it.
Oh,
I didn't really mean that one. Sorry.
You didn't actually try and shoehorn that in?
Definitely, maybe, but...
No, do you think he's rattled?
I think
Mourinho, not him.
I think he's having a breakdown. Mourinho, not him, man. I think any manager that refuses to speak to the press and then this morning goes on national television for 4 hours to debate these, you know, refereeing decisions that are going against him and no one else is clearly under pressure. You see it when he was managing Madrid. The eye gouging and all that started when he was under pressure, and I think for him to go on TV this morning and it was basically 4 hours of Chelsea propaganda. It says a lot about him, and he can count himself lucky that it's not Mancini and Ferguson who were in charge of the two Manchester clubs, because the fur would be flying this week. Because
would you like to see Pellegrini give it back to him a bit?
No, because I think it really winds him up that.
But he can't wind him up.
Yeah, he can't, and I think. You know, he tried it with Wenger. Wenger kind of bites a little bit. And Van Gaal don't come into it because he's not a rival. Brendan Rodgers is his mate, you know. Yeah. The guy from Southampton, they're not really a threat to him. Pellegrini's just killing it every week. He's just like, I'm not interested, you know. So I think that's winding him up even more. But I think Mark's right. He's just becoming a whinger now. And quite frankly, all the decisions that went against him yesterday, the reason they didn't beat Burnley is because they weren't good enough. Simple as that.
Let's end it there before Lauro tries to get in any more Oasis song titles. Right, we'll do another match of the day 3 next week.